Hello everybody, it's Marian again, and here I am today with some stuff that I want to go over with you about our trip. So if you're new to my channel, I welcome you. Thank you for stopping by and being a part of this channel. And if you are my tried and trues, I thank you for coming back. I thank you both for spending time with me. I know time is a precious commodity, and you having time to spend with me is very special to me. So that being said, let's get on with this. Okay, so our cruise was awesome. And in the beginning of the cruise, the cruise video, I showed you some stuff that we were taking with us. And there's a few things that we really did not need, and things that come in really, really handy. Be right back. Okay, I felt a tickle and I needed to get a drink. So, I showed you the dude shoes that Nate bought online. He wore them once and they were very uncomfortable, so he did not wear them again. My black patent leather shoes I did wear one time, and they were very comfortable. I had no problem with them. I just didn't have a reason to wear them again. So that, let's see. And I did not bring those blue and white Goodwill shoes or sandals. I didn't need them either. Unfortunately, I did not bring my walking shoes. That was a big mistake. That is something I've learned from this cruise, because my feet were in pain almost 24/7. But no, actually mostly when I was walking around on the ship. I bared with it though, because I wanted to walk, I wanted to do stuff, and the pain was not going to stop me. I did take some Motrin, which my doctor told me not to take, but since my blood work came back better or normal, I took the Motrin, but I didn't take it all the time. I took Tylenol mostly, but and I didn't bring, there's so many things that I forgot to bring. Most important things like deodorant, yeah, forgot that. So I had to buy some of that. Some of my Calmicid anti-reflux medication, didn't bring that. So we had to buy some, the Tums at the store on the ship or in the port, which was very expensive. Even in the port, it was expensive. But there was not a lot of stores that had your basic items and basic needs. And there was only one store on the ship, and it was a liquor store that had those items that we needed. And we did not buy them from there. We bought them in the port. Let's see. So Nate had, before we left for the cruise, he had a little upper respiratory, not infection, but just a start of something. Doctor wouldn't give him anything to, subside it. But right after, or just before, like 2 days before our trip ended, I started coming down with a cold, just a head cold, no fever, no cough, just that drippy, nasally, blowing your nose, sneezing, and the like itching up in the back of your throat, that kind of thing. And it didn't explode into anything big, and I'm over it. But Nate came down with a sinus infection, and I suggested that he call his doctor and get an antibiotic, but he said no, he won't give me one. And I'm like, well, he might give you one now since you're really experiencing this. And it took a long time. In fact, he's just now starting to feel better. He did go out today to get the mail and stuff, and it's Tuesday. We got home last Tuesday, so it's a whole week of this thing hanging on to him. But he doesn't take my supplements, so, I didn't get this thing really bad. I only got a head cold, so that, I think, attributes to the supplements that I take, which I did bring some of them with me, but not all of them. But anyway, all right, what else? We stayed at the Hilton Hotel, Hilton Marina Hotel, near the airport. I would not suggest that particular hotel. Mainly because it was right on like some water, but we were like right here. The water was here, we were here. We didn't have any height to look out over the bay or the ocean or anything. All we had was a view of the boats there, of the sailboats and people that are parked there. So, and another reason is we had to walk a long way to get to our room. There was no trash baskets except for one in the bathroom. You know, that doesn't sound like much, but with the price you pay for this hotel right here in Fort Lauderdale, right on the water, right near the port, is not very conducive to what you should have. So that's all I'm saying. I wouldn't suggest it, that's all. So embarkation day was really, really easy. We had a 12 o'clock port call, and we got there, I think, about 10:45. They took us right through. We had our passports scanned, we had our picture taken. We went right through and got into the waiting area. We didn't even have time to sit down before they were calling us to board the ship. That was a long walk, a really, really long walk. As you can see on the video, I was like puffing and huffing and puffing because it wasn't like straight uphill, but it was like at an angle where you walked and walked and walked. But our steps, because I have this little watch that calculates your steps, right there, it tells you what your steps are. They were over 9,000 every day for Nate and I. So we kept our steps up. We ate well. I don't think we overate. I mean, food was available 24/7, but we didn't eat like 24/7. Let's see. Okay. The only complaint Nathan had was that the toilet bowl itself was too small. It was like a toddler seat. I didn't have a problem with it, but he wasn't complaining about it. He just said the toilets are a little bit too small. The room was good size. The shower was good. We were on the 7th deck, and we were in between elevators. So if we went to the right, the elevator was pretty close. If we went to the left, then we had quite a long walk, but it brought us right close to the area we were in need of. This was not an adult-only cruise, but it was a family cruise. But I very rarely saw any kids until I think a couple days before we left. There was 3 kids, probably about 10, 11, 9, and they were running rampant throughout the buffet and on the floor. But that's the last time we saw them. We didn't see them again for the rest of the cruise. At first, the first couple days was very rocky. I had taken, what did I take? I had taken some boning, but of course it did put me out like a light for the first night. I think I took it. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. But I did take the scopolamine patch, which made my mouth so dry during the night. My mouth is dry anyway because I think I'm a mouth sleeper or a mouth breather. So the first 2 nights, my mouth was so dry. So I went and I stopped taking the scopolamine patch and went to the natural patch, and that was perfect. So every 3 days I changed it. I put it behind my ear. I had no problem with seasickness or any kind of the rockiness or any kind of, you know, off balance thing, which Nathan did. He had, even though he used the patch, he still had not queasiness. Well, I think the first day he had some queasiness, but after that, he did not. And I will insert when I edit this, I will put some pictures up for you guys so you can see some of the things we saw. We both slept really, really good. Let's see. We did not use the main pool because it was always so crowded. Even on port days when people went out to port, it was pretty busy. So we opted for the plunge pool, which we had all to ourselves one day. And then another day, a lady came and she stayed for, you know, half an hour and then left. And then another lady came and she stayed for a little bit, but otherwise there was no, it said no more than 17 people. I don't see how 17 people could have fit in that plunge pool, but there was never 17 people there. It was like 2. I did get a little bit of a tan, as you can see. It was a burn at first, but not a severe burn. I didn't even need to put any stuff on. We did use sunscreen, and Nate got a pretty good burn on his bald head, and it started to peel a couple days later. Otherwise, that's it. Let's see. What else here? Okay, so for Nate's birthday, and I didn't reserve for it this particular restaurant on his birthday. I think it was the day before. It was the 4th. Petit Chef. And it was in Le Grand Bistro on the ship. And it was an interactive dinner, and you saw a couple of the pictures of the videos of the table, which each course, and there was 4 courses, and each course was prepared on this video on the table by these little characters. Of course, it wasn't really, but it was all interactive. That little rabbits running around and little people making your food, and you could see where the soup was boiling, and then as they chopped up some spinach or some greens and threw it in. You didn't see that part. That was so cute. It was really very, very enjoyable. Very delicious food and very enjoyable. It was well worth the money, and it was ship credit or onboard credit that I used to pay for that, which was cool. We got off the ship at St. Martin and St. Lucia, and the other ports were way too far to walk, especially, I mean, if I had my walking shoes, yeah, we could have done that. No problem. But I didn't. So that's a lesson learned for me. Definitely bring my walking shoes. Let's see. Each day we got a schedule from our cabin steward, and they look like this. And this is all the things that are happening. Like on the first safety at sea, we had to do our embarkation safety check, where you did it on your phone or you went to the people and they explained everything to you about the life jackets and what to do and where to go. And then we just they checked us off and we were done. It was like less than 10 minutes. And then we got a dear celebrity member, Beyond Guests. They thanked us for sailing with them. And then this is designed for you, everything that's happening from morning, afternoon, evening, all the daily activities, everything that is offered at your buffet, and what restaurants are open, and then it's all the activities explained here, and each and every day we got one of these, each and every day. So it was very fun to come in in the evening time, after we got done with whatever program we went to see, we were usually back in our room by 10:30, and that was for our paper was on the bed for the next day, along with chocolates on our pillows, and I guess it's called a turn down, where our steward comes in and turns down the bed, fluffs the pillows, and leaves chocolates. And on Nate's birthday, he didn't do anything special, but the next day he apologized profusely about not recognizing Nate's birthday. He wrote Nate a little card with a blessing on it, and extra chocolates, and a towel animal. So that was very nice. He was adorable. His name was Alvin, and he was very broken English. Not sure where he was from. We never got a chance to really, talk with him at any length of time. So we were either going or coming, and he seemed to be always busy. So we also got one of these, for your morning, complimentary continental breakfast or your premium breakfast. So here was what the continental breakfast was, and it was basically your fruits, your coffee, tea, apple juice, orange juice, prune juice, whatever, and fruits, and assorted bakery danishes and muffins and croissants and French breads and all that, and then your dairy alternatives, and your cereals. And then if you wanted premium breakfast, which was also free, except that you had to pay a $9.95 service fee per room delivery, and that was your eggs and scrambled eggs and all that, and your bacon and your pancakes and all that. That's on this side here. We did not do that. We did complimentary continental breakfast one time, and that was really cool. But for the most part, we just went up to the dining room, or we went to the dining room a couple of times for breakfast, the main dining rooms, and we did dinners a couple of times too. And we always sat next to, pretty close to, other people, which we made friends with a couple that was from, I don't remember where they were from, but they were very, very nice, and we had a good conversation with them. And then another elderly couple that we had breakfast next to, and we talked to them a little bit. And so it was very, very nice, all of that. So I brought all of these home, and then of course we got this from Petit Chef, and that was to confirm our dinner reservation at the Le Grand Buffet, at the Le Grand Bistro, sorry. And that was for our interactive thing. So, and this one is another thing to tell us about our 4 main dining rooms, and each had a different theme. So Cosmopolitan was your regular English or American fare. Tuscan was your Italian. Normandy was your French. And Cyprus was your Greek. But you could have anything from any of these 4 restaurants at any time. If you went to the Tuscan restaurant, you can order a Normandy dish. If you went to the Cyprus, you could order an American, so on and so forth. So we were seated right away at each time that we went there to the main to one of the main dining rooms, and it was lovely. I thought it was lovely. I really enjoyed that kind of thing. You had to dress, no shorts, no tank tops, flip-flops. You had to dress accordingly. And for breakfast, though, you could go in your shorts and your flip-flops, and but for dinner, you had to dress up a little bit. Okay, what else? silver sculptures. Okay, so you saw the silver sculptures as I walked through that one dark area with the bright silver. They were really, really pretty cool. Let's see, magic carpet, you saw that, and you saw the sunrises. And like I said, I will include some pictures also. So that's about it. If you have any questions about our cruise, specifically, put them down in the comments below, and I will definitely answer them. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this talking video. What's next on our agenda? I don't know if there is anything. We're not going to travel for a little while. We're just going to hang out at home. Nate's going to be doing some videos, Saturday Night Snack and a movie. He could not do this one this Saturday because he was feeling so poorly. So, but that's passed, and he's almost back to normal. So, again, thank you very much for watching the video. If you have any questions, put them below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most importantly, give me a like. Check that checkbox. And most importantly, be kind to one another. It is a rough world out there. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you. And the last day of our cruise, the day before we were due to disembark, I slipped and fell in the buffet. Yep, I did. I did not, it was not my fault. I had my regular shoes on. There was grease on the floor. I slipped and fell on my knees and caused quite the stir. Just leave it to me. That's what happened. So I did not hurt myself badly. I do have some bruised knees, but my ego and my self-esteem was quite bruised. I felt like, I mean, all these people, really? Really? I had to do that in front of 1,000 people in the buffet. Yeah, I did. So I am okay. My embarrassment was through the roof. Many people assisted me to stand up on my feet. My husband had no idea that this had happened to me. This buffet is huge, and this was at dinner time. And I said to the main guys that came over, these are guys that walk around and make sure everything's orderly. They came over, helped me to my feet, and said, "Do you want to go see the medical?" And I'm like, "No, I don't feel that I need it." It would have cost probably like an emergency room visit. So I said, no, I didn't need it, which I did not. I did not feel that I needed it. I was embarrassed. I said all I wanted was some fish. So I was embarrassed. The plate went flying, smashed all over the floor. And then there was a nurse there. She said, "Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay?" "I'm a nurse. I think you need to go see the medical." I said, "All right, I will. I'll go see it." But I didn't. So anyway, I went back to the table and I said, "Did you happen to hear a little ruckus on the other side of the buffet?" He said, "Yeah, I heard a dish break." And he said, "Was that you?" I said, "Yep, that was me." So anyway, love you guys. Thank you for watching again. Be kind to one another. It's a rough world out there. I love you all. I'll see you in my next video. All right. Bye, guys.